real good focus, I thought, tonight on the task at hand. You know, we got some penalties that we had to kill off, but sticking with it. We're down 1-0, and we stayed right with it. And then Kobe gets that goal there, and now it's a 20-minute game in order to get to the next step. And then in a matter of 2 minutes is really all it was that the game broke open there, and we got 2 quick goals, and that was great for us. And that's what we needed, and I thought we did a good job down the stretch, and then Tommy in net as well. So I think all those ingredients were all good for us, and now we get a chance to move forward. And like you said, Air Force, another team, really just not much different, and a difference between teams. And I read our guys a quick little quote at the end of the game: anything less than everything is not enough, and that's about it. If you don't give everything, and I do mean everything, you're not going to win. And that goes for tonight and as we move forward too.
Wayne, can you talk about what Wilkie did for you early in that third? Looked like almost a shorthanded goal. There probably should have been a penalty, then gets the goal. But his energy, it felt like that your boys kind of fed off that early in the third.
Yeah, I think it worked the reverse on them a little bit in that we did a good job killing penalties all weekend. We didn't give up a power play goal, so I think they got a little frustrated. We talked about that with us last night a little bit, but even last night we were still 1 for 4. It just, when you get those 5 minutes, you're expecting to score 1, maybe 2. You get excited about that, and I think you got to stick with it. And tonight, you probably should have been a penalty. We get hooking from 200 feet from our net, and then we don't get a call in our favor when we're on a breakaway. But anyways, you just move on, and good for us.
Wayne, your thoughts on Tommy Scarfoni, because he didn't really take control of this job until the end of the season, and just you're not going to Utica without Tommy Scarfoni, certainly.
Right, you got to be careful when you give the goalies the keys to the car, right? So, but he's earned them, and he's done a really good job, and he's been every bit a part of, as big a part as anyone on the team. Our wins. I mean, when you look at just our freshmen in general, and there wasn't a lot of freshmen in the country, but he's been, our freshmen have been as big and key to our play as anyone else.
Wayne, when you look at the second period, the first 7 or 8 minutes, you didn't have a shot. Then things has kind of changed. It seemed like the energy, you started getting shots below the dots. It seemed like everything just kind of shifted towards your club late, about midway through the second period.
Yeah, like we talked earlier, John, I thought the key was we got to get pucks behind their D, and they may break it out, the first couple times, but if you continue to do that over and over and over again, finish your checks once you get in, it really does wear teams down, and it tests them that they've got to be perfect coming out all the time and no turnovers. And I just thought there was a point in that period, and I didn't know the exact minute of that period, but as you talked about, all of a sudden they started getting a little sloppy, and we started chances, and I thought we probably deserved a better fate. We had a couple trickle right behind their goalie, and we really came on in the second, and then I thought we were solid in the third.
Well, Wayne, your thoughts on the Final Four, if you will, here, the semifinals, because it is 2 teams that were the higher seed, but you do get an Air Force team that had the upset. You do get Mercyhurst. How balanced is this league, would you say?
Well, we know what Air Force is like. We both split out there, and both in overtime games, so I don't expect anything different there. And Mercyhurst, we split on the season. We won both here, they won both there, and then AIC, we split with them in the season, all 4 games. So we split there, split at home, and a couple overtime games in that one. So I'd like to hope that we play the first game, because I got a funny feeling that second game's not going to start on time, whoever's playing in that one.